Good evening. Welcome to Late Night with Patrick on Station 26, the best of cable access television. Now if you tuned in last night, you saw my mate John on the show talking about his recent suspension from his job. Well, I have a special treat for you tonight, then. John's supervisor Lydia agreed to come on the show and give her side of the story. Thank you, Lydia, for being here with us tonight.
It's a pleasure to be here, Patrick.
So, Lydia, I'm not sure if you watched the show last night, but John came on pretty strong with his claim that he is not at fault and was in fact wrongfully suspended. Do you have any comments on that, Lydia?
Well, Patrick, first of all, I did watch the show last night, so I was able to witness John's sparkling personality from the comfort of my living room. I was not at all surprised that he continued to feign innocence regarding his inappropriate behavior in the workplace.
Sparkling personality, indeed, Lydia. I wonder if you could perhaps give us some background on this situation. Has John always been a rogue employee?
I would be happy to provide some history on this situation, Patrick. John started working for us about 8 months ago. In the beginning I was very pleased with his performance. Not only is John a talented writer, but he is also a gifted artist. As a result, I was able to entrust him with both the report writing and the graphic design. He turned in some really fantastic reports at first, and I felt lucky to have him on the team.
And when did the situation start to go downhill, Lydia?
Well, after a couple of months, John began arriving late to work. He often smelled like he'd been out drinking all night. In addition, he became increasingly belligerent in his attitude toward me and everyone else in the office. He was particularly cruel to Carol, our human resources manager.
I see. And when you say belligerent, what exactly do you mean? Can you clarify that for us, Lydia?
What I mean is he would go on these tirades, ranting about the reports he had to write and calling me indescribably horrible names.
Could you give us some examples, please, Lydia?
Do I really have to?
Yes, Lydia, you do. The audience needs to hear this if they are going to come to a fair conclusion as to who is at fault in this situation.
Very well. He would call me things like stupid cow, vicious harpy, nasty trollope. I would lay awake at night feeling totally degraded after a day of particularly harsh verbal abuse from him.
I see, Lydia. Well, it certainly seems as if you suffered greatly at the hands of my friend John. I mean, I love the guy, but he really is a total asshole.
I just hope that he finds what he is looking for, Patrick. He seems so bitter. I really feel like it might just be a front, though. Sometimes I think that behind that mask there is more to John.
Yes, well, I don't know about all that, Lydia. I mean, I've known the guy for over 10 years and he's always been a complete jerk. I don't even know why I'm still mates with him. But thank you for coming on the show. You have definitely broadened our perspective on this very complex situation, Lydia.
Sure, Patrick. Thank you very much for having me. And if you see John, please give him my best.
I'll be sure to do that, Lydia. Okay, that's all for tonight. Then. Thank you for tuning in to Late Night with Patrick. See you again soon.